So I just got done with another walk because I'm finally on purees. Okay. I ate. We were supposed to eat between 3 to 4 ounces. I think I only consumed maybe 2 ounces, and I definitely did eat the 1 ounce of my vegetables. And you're supposed to blend the crap out of your vegetables. You can use the bone broth to, like, where it can break down more easy. And so I did the tuna pouch. You can do a tuna can or a tuna pouch. Tuna pouches are 2.5 ounces. So I did one pouch. You're supposed to do like a deck of cards is what they say for the measurement, but 4 ounces, but I didn't even get close. So later on, once my stomach settles down, if it does, I'm gonna just do a protein shake. Yeah, or some bone broth because my stomach is like so full right now from just that little bit that I ate. And I'll be honest with you, it was like the best tuna I ever ate in my life, because I haven't eaten in literally like 3 weeks. Because you got to think, prior to the 2 week, before you go into surgery, they have you on that clear liquid diet, so yeah, it's been a while. You have to excuse me because like there's just a lot going on right now with eating. But I have my little portion plates, and I also have the portioning bowls. They're like the bariatric. They're basically like little kiddie plates. You don't have to buy necessarily the bariatric brand. I just bought them because that's what I had, what I got when I was going on my little shopping spree, getting everything prior to even stepping into this journey, it is good to try to get some things prior if you know you're going to go all the way through with it, because then all you have to do is just focus on what you're trying to accomplish in your goal, because you already have your arsenal. You got your measuring cups, your timer, so that you know to drink your water. And if you want to, you can get those bariatric plates, or you go get like infant, like the kiddies, like the little kid plates. You can get those too, and the spoon and fork and stuff like that. It's not necessary, but you can get it through, like, you just get in the kids section. You go in the kids section. That's what it is. And it's just with the bariatric, it actually has the measurements in the plates. So that helps out a lot. And the bowls, they also have the measurements in the bowls. So whenever you get to this part, if you haven't already started this, once you get done eating, you're supposed to go for a walk, okay? When you go for the walk, that's going to help the digestion to, do what it needs to do, function the way it needs to function. Because you got to imagine, your stomach is literally the size of a golf ball, okay? So, and now that I ate, it's made me kind of sleepy. But I went for a walk, and yeah, my stomach is so full. I feel so like, oh my gosh, I feel so bloated right now. But it's all good. I got a lot accomplished today. With going, meeting up with the dietitian. So she was basically telling me that the ratio, like, I could start out with the scrambled eggs, which I'm not going to go for the scrambled eggs. I just went for the tuna because tuna is more of a, it has more protein than an egg. And I'm definitely trying to be, you know, just a groupie for protein right now. So I went to the store and I bought like a bunch of tuna pouches. I mean, like enough for like the next 3 weeks. I got them in the lemon flavored, I got the buffalo flavor, and I got the just regular flavor too. All of them in water. We're not allowed to do the oil at this time. She told me I can't do the sardines at this time because of the bones, you know. She said maybe a little bit later, way later on down the line, that I can do that. But she said I should be able to get the omegas from the tuna, which that's great because I need it. She also told me too that to do the cauliflower. I'll be honest with you, I am not a cauliflower fan. I love broccoli. I love green beans. Anything but cauliflower. I can eat cauliflower, but I'm not a huge fan. Your food is supposed to look like baby food. And like I said, it's 4 ounces. So, your meat is 3 ounces currently, and your vegetable is 1 ounce. So 2 weeks from today, I will go into the soft diet. So that means like I will steam, I will boil, I will bake, you know. So I already went and I had got chicken breast and I had filleted them out and portioned them out, so that it makes it easier for me to get to the food. I'm actually gonna call them tomorrow and see if I'm allowed to, you know, grill the chicken and then shred it. But I think that'll only be during the soft phase. So, but I'm all new to the puree part. So I'm definitely gonna get very innovative with it. You can also do cottage cheese at this time. You have to blend the crap out of it and put like the bone broth on it so that it gets all like baby food, you know? So, yeah, so, and then also too, they say that you can do, it has to be a non-fat, it's like a soft cheese. So you got to think like the chef, I think is what it's called. It's like a Norwegian or Dutch cheese. It's like a cream cheese, but it's more thin. It's very thin. So you can, if you wanted to, you weren't like wanting a lot, you just need a little something, you could do a little sliver of that. But you know what I'm saying? It has to like I said, like baby food. So you're gonna have to mush it up, you know? So I'm not happy about the fact of the food being like baby food, but I am happy that I'm being able to consume food at this time. So so this is my my menu. So as you see here, this is the tuna pouch. So I could still do the protein shake, and then it looks like brie, the brie cheese, but it's supposed to be like a low fat type cheese is what they want you to do. And like I said, your vegetables, they are no starches, so these could be like steam bags, or you just go to your local grocery store and get your vegetables however you want to do it, but you got to boil the crap out of them things. Anyway, and then it's not getting all the nutrients, you know what I'm saying? So maybe you are kind of better off just getting the frozen ones and then just steaming them. So you get the veggies like the green beans, broccoli, zucchini, carrot, squash, cauliflower, etc. But at this time, what they want you to avoid during the puree stage is they want you to stay away from like chunky, lumpy starchy vegetables like corn, peas, potatoes. So no yellow vegetables, as you know, that's in the food groups or whatever. So you just want to stick to, which I don't understand that, because they tell you can have carrots and squash. Those are yellow vegetables. And to me, cauliflower is a yellow vegetable. But I think I'm going to just stick to the green beans and the broccoli and the zucchini at this time. And so then also when it comes to the water, she was explaining to me, because when I would get up in the morning, I would just do I would drink water when I would first get up. And I'm not going to lie, after the surgery, when you go to drink water, it's not the same, because your stomach is like, you know, healing, and you're relearning how to eat, and it's just like being a child again. And when you drink that water, it's like you're choking. Literally, because like you feel it going down your throat, you feel it processing in your stomach. It's the most craziest feeling in the world, like, it's, you know. And I was wondering why it was like that, because I'm a water drinker. I love drinking water. That's all I've ever drank. Water, tea, you know, that's it, or Crystal Light. That's it. So they told me that it's better to just do straight protein in the morning. So just do the protein shake in the morning, because you're still getting your hydration that way. Because that is also the name of the game. You don't want to have to like go to one of the IV clinics and have to have them run the fluids to you through the IV. They usually have like a place that's on standby for that type of situation, if that is to happen. So you have to always pay attention to when you're peeing, the color of your pee. You know, you want to have yellow color, but not too dark and not too light, you know. So the next thing I know, I'm telling her about, you know, how I've been getting my fluids in. And she agreed that, you know, that it's a good way to get the fluids in, with, you know, like the ice trays, with the Powerade, you know, zero sugar. Everything is zero sugar. Okay, let's just put that out. Everything is zero sugar. And she was very pleased, besides the fact of what I did in the morning of drinking water. And that, it did answer a lot of questions for me, because the thing is, like, I would drink water as soon as I would get up, and then I wouldn't be hungry later on, you know. So yeah, so don't do that. Don't drink water as soon as you get up. You're better off going and grabbing a protein shake for, you know, to replenish yourself after your fast, after sleeping, you know. Because I get up at like 5 in the morning, and I go to sleep around like 8:30, 9 o'clock. So that's like, you know, a good sleep time, where it's like there's fasting going on. So they want you to get the protein as soon as your feet hit the floor. So that's what I'm doing at this time. So here is the hydrating sticks I was telling you about from Aldi's. These are fantastic. These are good. I have other ones too. This one is the Berry Last. I mean, they taste good. And then this is the other one. This is the passion fruit. This one's really, really good if you like passion fruit. They're not like a hard, like too overly sweet or too tart. There's a good balance. And like I said, there's no artificial coloring in these. But yeah, they're great if you need to hydrate. And then they got these there too right now. These are sugar-free. They have the Italian ice. They have this sherbet one. I mean, I'm not too big on sherbet, but you know, it's something sugar free. They got the boom pop or the firecracker or the red, white, and blue, whatever you want to call it. I figured I could make popsicles out of these. And then another Italian ice. But yeah, I keep these near my bed, so that like in the middle of the night, if I get thirsty, you know. But these, you're technically only supposed to do one a day, okay? And I would recommend, if you're gonna do this, make sure it's after you work out, if you are working out, or if you've been somewhere and you've been sweating a lot, I recommend this. Or if you know, say maybe your pee color isn't on point, I recommend this. Okay, this is great for hydration. And I mean, this one is not there is 11 grams of sugar in this, but you are trying to get your electrolytes. So I know that Pedialyte has a 0 sugar, and that thing has like a taste. Anyways, so then also too, for like your treats, you could always, like I said, you could freeze like those popsicle, the container looking things. You could do the sugar-free popsicles, sugar-free jello, sugar-free protein. You put the protein into your pudding, which I've been doing that. I told the doctor that I was putting collagen in just about everything that I eat, and she said that's fantastic, that I was getting plenty of protein. They're saying sugar-free ketchup. I'm not a ketchup fan. I'm more of a mustard fan. And then low-fat puree or straining soups. And then like the PB2 powders. So like, I guess that's that protein, or we call it peanut butter. They said you can add it to the shakes with like yogurt, so it'll make it more thick. Newsflash, I've already been doing that because it gets very boring in the liquid stage. I was adding it to my yogurt, so I would take the protein powder and I would take one scoop, and I would put it to the protein for the half a cup that y'all seen, the yellow one that I have, and I would just mix, and then I would eat it like that, and it would taste like a strawberry shortcake because of the shake that I have. It's like strawberry shortcake. So, but then if you don't like, you know, stuff that's sweet like that, I would recommend you just go with the straight vanilla or the isolate, which is the one that has no flavor to it. So they say also too here, if you're not able to meet your protein goals, you may be adding 1 serving of vegetable, instead adding soft cheese. Like I was saying before, there is a cheese that's less than cream cheese. It's like 1/3 less fat than cream cheese, and there's no sugar in it, but it's high in protein. Okay, and you can get it at Walmart, and that's what I will be doing. So I might be doing like a little, they say you do like a little light wedge, so like a light wedge of like brie cheese. You can do brie cheese, ricotta cheese, feta, goat cheese. Oh, and there it is, the Neufchâtel, Neufchâtel. You can also do cream cheese. All cheeses but must be low fat or fat free. So what I did, I got the Neufchâtel cheese, and I got the cottage cheese. That's what I went for. I didn't see any brie cheese where I'm at currently. I love brie cheese, so I didn't really go for the brie cheese because your girl might kill it. You feel me? And it might kill me. So I just went for the other stuff that's not so good. You can also, they said that you can melt down a Baby Bell, or a Laughing Cow. Yeah, I'm just throwing out the options here. So they say to sugar is included, like fruit like applesauce, honey, syrups, creamy butters, gravies, cream sauces, fried food, grains, oatmeal, cream of wheat. We can't do any of that on the puree. Yeah. So they, and then when it comes to like milk, no 2% milk. Ice cream, definitely, that's a no. No sherbet, which, like I said, I got that popsicle one that's sugar free. Regular pudding, milkshakes, eggnog, that's a no. Okay. Also, what's a no at this time? Ground or diced or chopped meat. So you can't do any of that kind of stuff. No chopped, diced, you know. But they didn't say shredded, which I'm gonna ask. The nuts and seeds is a no. And they do not, at this time, they do not want you pureeing your meat. Okay. All, like, when you open up the tuna, I just ate it whole how it was. I ate it and I would stop and I would let it, process, and then I would eat again and then I would let it process. And then, like, I would do like a little bit of the cottage cheese because I blend the crap out of it. But I don't care how much you blend cottage cheese, you definitely need to get a burr mixer. It's that little stick thing. And not the frother. That's not what I'm talking about. You got to get the burr mixer so that it can come out creamy. Okay, because they want it to be like baby food. Let's see what else here. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So yeah, you're just basically doing tuna, white flaky fish. So you could also do what is that called? It's not tuna, it's the one that starts with an A. Albacore, I think is how you say. But they're wanting you that in your sittings to remember to do the 200 calories or less and 20 grams of protein and less than 5 grams of sugar. Okay, so that's in your sittings. So and like I said, they want it in like a baby food consistency for your puree. So this is the first day, and like I said, my stomach, I feel like it's about to like fucking pop out because I was paying attention and I realized that I was like, oh my god, I'm like so full, and I had even the little portioning plate, and even still then I was like, Jesus Christ. But I'm going to let you go here, but I just wanted to give you an update. So this is, like I said, this is the 2-week mark. And they put me on puree today, and I am very happy about it. Oh, and so when you get your yogurt, okay, this is a fun tip here, and this is going to help you in the long run. Make sure that it says live active cultures, okay? When you go to look at the back of your yogurt, it should say live active cultures or live cultures. One or the other, nothing less. So like Oinkerberry, the 000, the inactive Greek light and fit. Even though they're recommending them here, I always recommend go for the Greek yogurt, okay? Because it has the live active cultures in it. You want to build that good gut, okay? You want to build the good gut bacteria in your stomach. You don't want the bad stuff. So make sure it says what? Live active cultures, okay? Don't buy the stuff that's just got pure sugar in it, because then you're going to regret it later and you're going to be like, oh my god, why am I craving sugars? Because you were giving your stomach the sugars and you didn't even know it because it says it here in the book. But I'm letting you know the tea. Do not. You can go to Aldi, is very famous for having really good yogurt. I think it's called Good Life or Good Food. That's at Walmart. and that has the live active cultures in it. And then I'm not really sure about other places, like Costco and Target and places like that. You just have to look at the name brands and make sure that you read the labels. Make sure you read the labels, okay? But yeah, that's all I have for today. Your girl's on Puree. Hooray. And I hope that this has helped you out a little bit. I know it was a lot of information to take in.